Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about what we would do if we didn't have the hobby of whiskey. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Justine Mays, Jeff Andreezy, and Matt Modica.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Hey-oh, so yeah, we're going to be talking about things we do outside of bourbon and how do we keep ourselves occupied and entertained beyond just drinking whiskey and doing all those whiskey things we do. We'll get to that after the break. For right now, though, Matt said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Well, as you guys know, I have a database of stolen small talk ideas from people. So
Right.
this
He's
one
created none of them, so yeah.
Yeah, true. This is very true. And this one, all I wrote down after it was stolen from Katie.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that means
Stolen from Katie.
Katie. Yeah.
I think we know what that means.
So we'll see what happens. So this one is, are you a nap person? And if you do actually take a nap or take naps, are you refreshed or are you a pain in the butt after you get up?
Okay. I can go first. There's two levels of naps for me. Both end up working out in my favor in the long run. The shorter nap, I'll wake up and feel refreshed and like ready to go. Sometimes I take the longer nap and I'll get up and I'll feel a little groggy, but I notice give it about 20 minutes and then I'll wake up. And those, I end up kind of messing myself up because then I can't fall asleep at night. But I do feel good like way later. Like it's 11:30 at night. I'm like, oh God, I still feel raring to go. It's because I took the long nap. So if I'm looking to do something late at night, if I can get a nice long nap in there, I'm going to be good. And people will be like, wow, this old man is young and vigorous in the evening activities. It's because I've cheated and taken the long nap. The short nap wouldn't help me in that. It just gives you a boost during the middle of the day. So that's my take on napping.
I wonder if that was the Legends thing, because he could always go like
Yeah.
way past the rest of us.
He
So I
probably
wonder if
did.
put-
He had
yeah.
to. Because he would be the first one at breakfast, so he's out there by 7 when the hotel started serving breakfast, and then he would go to whatever time it went, and he would, which meant getting yourself involved in two different groups. There was the group that I was involved in, and Steve Beam and all that crew. We would be done by say 9 o'clock or at night. We're getting off of, Duval Street, and then you get the younger people like Royce and Becca. They would just be kind of getting started at 9. They're just getting going. So Rick would transition from being with us to being like, I'm going to go join this group now, and then he would finish out the night with them, and then he'd go to bed, and then he'd be up. So he had to get a nap in there sometime. That's probably the secret.
Or maybe he didn't.
Maybe not.
He was a legend for a reason.
Fueled by alcohol. Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
I enjoy napping. And it varies. So sometimes I'll just plop down. Morning naps. It's weird. I find I'm out watching something. It's like I'm going to fall asleep this morning.
A morning nap.
You mean waking up? I mean it is like 2 hour. I'll eat breakfast and I'm watching something and it's like
He's tuckered himself out.
I'm wiped out. I'm gonna fall asleep.
Oh, just the shoveling food into my mouth.
Yeah, that's oofta. It's but if I grab a blanket, that means I'm in for a long one.
Okay.
I know I'm going to be there for a longer one, and I'm like Steve. It takes a little longer to wake up from those longer ones, and I can.
Sometimes you can feel like, what have I done to myself? I feel like shit, but then then it turns. Then it turns.
Does it make you grumpy?
Well, I'm just always grumpy, so it's okay. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, you are kind of always grumpy.
Do you nap in your chair or on the couch, or do you ever like take a nap in your bed?
Mostly in the bed, actually. Sometimes the chair, yes. I never really used to nap on our couch. We don't really sit on the couch anymore because now we have the den with the chairs, and I will sometimes fall asleep on the chair, but that's accidental. So it just happened. An intentional nap would be to go into the bed for sure, for me.
Yeah, mostly couch or I've got a kind of a rocking. Couch for two people, and I'm usually in my spot there. Hey now, and it's that's mostly where I'll nap. If I go into the bedroom, heck, I might as well put the CPAP on and plan for about 3 hours. So
Okay.
I fell asleep this afternoon. We had family here, and they were all playing games behind me. They're shaking dice. They're laughing a lot. I fell asleep. Like, what the heck? Now, that was a short one. But I felt pretty good when I got up.
Okay, yeah.
And they just laugh at me. Yeah, Grandpa's getting up again.
Yeah, there you go. That you can laugh at Grandpa, so that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Justine? I don't know your nap policy.
I do take naps.
Okay.
I actually took one yesterday and today.
Okay.
But mostly because my sinuses have not been very happy and I've had headaches. And so yesterday and today I took some medicine and then laid down for like 2 hours.
Okay. Well, that'd fall under the long nap for sure.
That's
no doubt.
Though, because you're sick.
Yeah.
Sick naps are different than
I agree.
naps.
I
Because
agree.
I have a very strict no napping policy.
But if you're sick, you'll take a nap.
But if I'm sick, I can take naps, and
because you do heal when you're sleeping.
Yeah, like I have a very strict no napping policy. We got back from lunch today, where she's like, "Are you sleepy? You want to take a nap?" I'm like, "No, I'm not sleepy and want to take a nap. I landed in Key West not even 24 hours ago. I'm not sleepy and want to take a nap. I want to do something."
Okay.
But if you're sick, that's a different type of nap. Like
I agree. There's a waiver for sickness that doesn't even really count as a nap. You're
I'm
just sick.
so fucking mad when I wake up from
Really?
naps. Yeah, like that. I don't take. I'm not taking a nap for your sake. Okay, this isn't for me. This isn't for me at all. This is for you guys. If I'm not,
so we don't have to deal with you.
Because I am a fucking nightmare, and everyone's like, "Oh, just take a nap. It's fine, and you'll feel so much better." And I wake up and I'm like, "I fucking hate you. I hate you. Don't fucking talk to me. Why is the TV on? Why is everything so fucking loud? I need some heartburn medicine. I don't even get heartburn. Why do I have heartburn now?"
Right.
And I'm just absolutely a raging bitch.
Right.
So I'm not taking naps for everyone else's sake.
Right.
We're not going to let you take naps now after
You
hearing
shouldn't,
that.
but I don't want to anyways.
Okay.
If I ever see you fall asleep around me, I'm going
I'm
to
just
blow
gonna
a
leave.
foghorn in your ear.
Yeah, that'll go well for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any hammocks down there in Key West?
Yeah, we got a hammock.
Okay. That's perfect. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, for someone
Right by
else.
the ocean. Yeah. Yeah. That's
It's
nice.
great for somebody else, not for me.
Fall asleep in that.
I'm just not if I'm taking a nap, I'm just going to sleep for a few hours. Like I
Right.
need to fully take off all my clothes. I need to
Hey,
crawl
now.
into bed. Yeah, I'm going full nude, crawl into bed, turn on my fans, have my blankets, and I may wake up in a normal mood.
What if I invited you down to my place? I had the place in Key West. It was just a studio, so it was just one room. And you're like, I'm gonna have to take a nap. I'll be like, fuck, I'm parking right here for a moment.
Be like Bruce. I'm naked under here. I'm naked.
I'm not taking a nap with you around, Steve. Not
That's
doing it.
probably best for all involved. So, yeah.
We need a
Probably.
wake up Becca bottle.
Right. I've got a question for you guys. It ties into sleeping, but it doesn't really have to do with anything that we've talked about. This is a separate question, but it's kind of on the same topic. When you get up in the morning, the TV level that you finish listening to at the end of the day, is that way too loud? Because when I get up in the morning, I turn on the TV, and if it's at where I went to bed at 11 o'clock at night or whatever it was, it's so loud. Why is it so loud in the evening? And in the morning, I'll drop it down to like 15. In the night, it'll be like 55.
How do you have it loud at night?
It's the opposite for me, Steve. If
Really?
I've got the TV timer on, it's usually pretty low, and I can't even hear it in the morning. It's like, huh? What?
Really?
Yeah, it's completely
so
the opposite.
Jeff and I are complete opposite.
Yeah.
Where are you
We
on this,
don't-
Becca?
well,
Is it always
we-
just the same, or is it different?
Um,
I'm curious about this.
I hate the TV being loud anyways. Like that
Okay.
also that throws me into a rage when the TV is just like so loud. Why is it loud?
Uh-huh.
The TV never needs to be loud unless there has to be some there's really almost no reason why the TV should ever be loud. So
is it on the same level, morning and evening?
yes,
Okay.
because I
No,
never
Right
have
now
it
we've
loud.
got three completely different answers.
I never
I-
have it loud because my
It feels like the
ears
next
work.
two respondents are going to be the most important ones. Matt, what about you? TV level?
Well, one, we don't have TV in the bedroom.
No, I'm not saying in the bedroom. At some point you
yeah.
get up.
Yeah, so I would say in general it is probably louder at night, although Linda probably favors a lot of Becca's perspective of she doesn't like loud. And I like really loud,
But
especially.
Linda's not getting up
stuff
until
that I
the
play.
afternoon, so she doesn't really have the benefit of saying what TV's like in the morning. So I know that much about Linda. So yes,
This is true. She's a night owl, and
yeah.
yes, she sleeps. But no, yeah, I guess it is. Well, it's definitely
like the
louder at
TV
night
being
than it is
loud,
in the morning.
Okay, so he fits it more in line with me.
I
Maybe
just
not
need-
perfectly.
I'm
Mine
usually
is
watching
8 to 8.
sci-fi shows and stuff, so I want it loud. For
What's it like?
Yeah, that's and like that. Those like sometimes like there's some things that should be a little bit louder, but like just loud TV, I'm like, why?
Okay.
I'll walk out. Royce has it on like 95, and I'm like, for what?
Right.
For what?
Well, he's been
Who's
shooting
so
guns
loud?
all his life.
It's his
he's
nighttime
deaf.
listening. Justine, I'm having a hard time with this topic, keeping people on point, but I'd like to get you to weigh in on this one.
I am with Becca.
Okay, so you just keep it the same, is what
It's
you're
the
saying.
same. I will. My TV is the same. I will say that sometimes, though, my radio in my car is I'm a different person in the morning than I was on my way home from work.
absolutely, yes.
But my
Agreed.
TV is always the same.
Always the same. You're not touching the volume unless there happens to be something about a specific show where it's at a lower volume or something.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, like my TV in my living room pretty much always stays the same. If I turn on the TV in my bedroom, I will sometimes turn it up when the furnace kicks on, just because the big vent is right there,
Right.
and where I'm at, like I can't hear it. But then as soon as the furnace goes off, I turn it back down.
Okay. TV in the bedroom. I don't have a TV in the bedroom. I'm not into that. There is actually a TV in our bedroom, but I've never watched it. The warden, I guess, watches it sometimes.
I just ordered.
Since I
I
travel.
just got a
Since I travel.
projector that has just like the apps on it, like Netflix and all that. So it like projects on the ceiling above you.
Really?
So I'm never getting out of bed again as soon as I get that puppy set up.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
see, that's why I don't like TV. Like we have TVs in our bedroom, but I don't like watching TV in the bedroom because I just feel like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like the grandparents.
All the old
Right.
people in the bed.
Yeah, like I just like feel like oh, just
I haven't gotten out of that bed for 20 years.
I haven't gone out for 20 years.
Yeah.
They
No.
sure
That's
could
how I
jump
feel
in.
if I'm watching TV in the bedroom. That's how I feel. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah. Okay. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Justine this time. Justine, what do you got?
I have the Yellowstone pick from the Barrel Shop.
Yes.
Yum yum.
All right. Someone talked over it a little bit there, but it's sounds
We actually just got that one today from Darren. So
Oh, okay.
picked it up from the store.
Very cool. Well, Matt, what do you have?
I'm going to go back to the oldie but goodie, but the original Horse and Jockey, which is still getting smaller and smaller every day.
Okay. Stressful.
It is.
Okay. Basie. I think that's our lead right now. Miss Becca Sue, you're next.
I've got some Hidden Barn. This is a single barrel, 108 proof.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're doing it again. We have another new leader. Becca's got the lead. I've got Stag. I would say Stag Junior. Other people don't, but that's really what it is. All right, here we go. No. Becca still has the lead. The cork came out quicker than I thought. That obviously never happens to me, but it was.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
So it didn't work out how I'd hoped. So yeah, and then it was sloshy because I wasn't anticipating the cork to fly out, and it was
all these excuses. This is such a man thing to do. No, it never happens like this, though. I swear. This is the first time.
Becca has the lead. Jeff, you're last but not least. You could steal this victory here.
Well, I'll try. I have some James E. Pepper barrel proof.
Okay. Ah, yes. Pineapple bottle. Oh, ooh. Yes. Yeah, that's the win. That's the win. He did it. All right. Cheers to Jeff. Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, everyone.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about stuff that interests us outside of whiskey. So get to know us a little better in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Kyle Neely. I need to go home and wiggle my mouse. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about our hobbies outside of whiskey.
Yes, we are. Well, does anybody want to talk about any of their hobbies outside of whiskey to kind of lead this thing off?
I originally thought that this was like, if we didn't have whiskey, what would our hobbies be, is what I read it as.
Okay.
So I was going to say, I guess I'd be a vodka influencer.
Hold up bottles of Tito's. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
But now that I know what it's about, just what are our other hobbies?
Right. What are our other hobbies? What are other things that interest us?
I'll jump in here, Steve.
Okay.
I like to hunt, and
Okay.
primarily duck, pheasant, and deer.
Okay.
And there isn't much to do during the rest of the year for pheasants. I don't have enough land to try to raise pheasants. But deer hunting, on the other hand, certainly takes up time because I own some land up in northern Minnesota. I've got some land here. So there's food plots. We plant a lot of trees. We spend time on the land to try to, improve our chances. And that takes time, and time is a hobby.
Right.
I love spending some time with that. The closest thing to whiskey for me would be the cigars, obviously, and I spend a lot of time while I smoke a lot of cigars, but I also travel and go to cigar events and hang out and communicate with a lot of cigar people. So that's probably my biggest other hobby outside of the whiskeys.
Okay. Okay. Matt, you've got your hobby sitting right there.
I do. I do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you guys are probably tired of hearing about it. Sometimes people just get annoyed with me because that's all I do. So, so Star Wars droids. So I'm big into sci-fi and silliness like that. And so, around the time of COVID, when COVID hit and they sent us all home to work and all that kind of stuff, it was just one of those, what the hell am I going to do when I'm stuck at home and need to stay at home and all that kind of stuff. And so,
God forbid you just talk to your wife.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of that. So, Steve, I did say, what the hell am I going to do?
I gotta get downstairs away from this woman. She's here all the time.
I did say, what am I going to do? No, she's great, but but no, I've always liked to build things. I've always liked graphic design and artwork. I like computers, and I like technology, and I like engineering. And so I got this crazy idea to say, well, I would love to start building a full-size R2-D2 droid. And there's, probably at this point, probably 40 or 50,000 people across the world that do this. And so I started out and just did a bunch of research and everything, and built R2, who's here behind me on the video, about 5 years ago now. 2021 is when he was finished. And he's fully operational, like all his, all the, utility arms and panels come up, and he talks and beeps and boops and all that kind of stuff. And what's really cool, and what I've, initially it was a hobby for me, and something that I wanted to get out of it. And what it has turned into is a hobby for bringing me joy and bringing others joy. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoy doing this stuff, but I also enjoy puppeting them at events and charity events and different kinds of things. And so, there's one story of, and probably the most memorable experience I had with R2 was taking him to Children's Hospital here in St. Louis, and just walking around and bringing joy to kids and families and their worst days, right? And that kind of thing. And there was this one little boy that didn't want to go to his physical therapy, and he was crying and everything. And R2 comes around the corner, he stops crying. He grabs his shoulder, and we walk down to the PT lab, an area for him to do his PT. And I still get caught up in that emotion, because it was just so fulfilling to see something that I've done like that can help others and actually bring joy to others. And all the way to the drunk people at blues games and different kinds of things. It's brought a lot of cool opportunities for me, but it's really more about giving to others ultimately. So that's what I like about it. And then I've got, there's another droid back here. I have about 5 different kinds of droids at this point. Small, medium, large. These are the 2 biggest ones that are behind me. But yeah, it's just a bunch of fun. And a lot of people look at it and be like, "You're such a nerd." And I'm like, "Yes, I am." But it's really, that it just brings me a lot of different kinds of it fills me up, right? So that's why I do it.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think that's awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it really is. It really is. And also, Matt, being in that situation at the children's hospital, I don't know how the workers go in day to day. God damn, that would take it out of me. Because what you saw is something that they're seeing probably multiple times a day. Not every, they see it every once in a while. They're probably seeing something similar play out multiple times a day. I don't. God
Well,
bless
we-
them.
and
We need
what's-
them. We need those folks. But man,
Yeah.
that's got to take
Well,
it out of you.
what's really cool too is I'm part of there's a broader group of costuming characters. There's the 501st Legion, which is mainly like, think about Imperial and bad guy side. There's a Rebel Legion, that's the good guy side. And they're all people that actually have like screen accurate costumes that they wear. And it could be anything from a stormtrooper to Chewbacca to, a Jedi to whatever it might be, right? All in the Star Wars kind of realm. And so what's really neat is that, those children's events, they're typically multifaceted. And so we will actually spend time at shift change, sitting there where everybody's clocking in and out and just, greeting people and trying to bring a little bit of joy to some of the workers' lives too. So
That's cool.
It's just really cool, right? And we can't charge for any of this because of all the copyrights and the stuff that Disney and Lucasfilm require. So it's all about charity.
But as long as you're not charging, you can use exact replicas of things that have been created by George Lucas and now Disney. So that's pretty awesome that they kind of give that waiver out there.
Yeah. We have to be, you have to be really careful about the kinds of events we do and things. But yeah, as long as they're sponsored or they're charitable, it's all good.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yep.
Justine, how about you? Outside of this stuff, what are the things that interest you?
Well, I used to be a runner and I stopped before COVID and I would like to get back into that.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't know. I like doing artsy things and I haven't painted in a while. Or like projects around my house that involve painting or working on things. It's really it. I don't know. I kind of got in a funk from COVID and I don't know. I stopped doing things and now I'm kind of 6 years later ready to get back into it.
But get into stuff. Okay. So you're a painter though, a hobbyist painter? Do you have examples? I've never seen anything you painted. I'd like to see something.
Yeah, not around me. I have a couple like upstairs and most of them are my mom has hanging up in her house.
Okay, that's cool. I had no idea. This is news to me. So yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Becca, how about you? What do you like to do?
What do I like to do outside of whiskey things? I always like traveling, exploring like different spots. I always like going to like zoos and like aquariums and stuff like that. I think that's a blast. I also like to go thrifting and like go to like and like antiquing. I love antiquing. Like that is so fun. Like and not in these places that are like already charging you an arm and a leg. Like I hate those places.
Right.
Nothing pisses me off more than when you get into one of those places and you're like, wait, they're charging you what this is actually worth?
Right. Yeah.
Like I want to go places where they have no idea what they have.
Right.
And and not to resell it. Like I just like to like find like interesting things for the house.
True find. Yeah. Anybody
like
can buy
Royce
something
always,
at a retail price, right?
Royce always gets cool Christmas presents because I'm always like just like searching around for like the weirdest stuff, like either in store or on Etsy or on eBay, and I'm like searching around for that stuff, and like it's fun when you find the stuff that like
means something.
Yeah, that you're like thinking of, or like you're like, I know I can find this for like a probably decent price somehow. I've got one thing that's been eluding me for a present for Royce that I found one over in fucking Europe in like, I don't know, one of the stands over there, and the guy's like didn't want to he's like, I usually don't ship to America, and I'm like, I'll pay for all that stuff, like I want this thing, and he's like, yeah, I guess I can. Then he blocked me.
Oh.
And I was like, motherfucker, like, and so then I found the item again, or he deleted our messages, so it was gone. So I found him again, and I was like, hey, so you don't want to sell this to me? Got a little aggressive with him, but Did not get it, so
Oh,
that sucks.
yeah,
So I just have to keep on looking. The thing I'm looking for will pop up again.
yeah,
But
eventually.
I like to antique and like search for hard to find things, and I like to decorate my house. I think I've got a lot of cool stuff in my house.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm just always searching for more cool things that are and like not like Target things.
Right. Target. Okay.
I
Okay.
say I try to not fill my house with stuff from Target, but
Yeah. Yeah.
so I like
Okay.
antiquing. That's probably
Yeah.
one of my favorite things, and making
Yeah.
cocktails at home.
Okay. I'm a creative person. I mean, I don't know that people view me as that way, but I write all the shows. I write books and stuff like that. So, and writing is certainly a thing for me. I've got so many different projects I've started because the thing about being a creative person, you're always kind of moving on to the next thing, right? So sometimes these things don't get finished. Even I got a book on Elvis that I'm working on that may or may not ever get finished. We'll see. But you just get into this stuff, and yeah. So I've got a lot of things. And I go down rabbit holes of just focusing on certain things like creating the perfect barbecue sauce for when I barbecue, or and I don't know that I got to the perfect barbecue sauce, and I go on to something else. For a while, the kid, I had some Christmas scents. I'd put together some stuff, and the kid came into the house as an adult, not living there, and she's like, the house smells really good. I was like, oh, I created this. I got these things in there. She's like, you should do more of this kind of stuff. So then I started getting a bunch of other stuff and researching and getting on Amazon. So I got into that for a little while. Right now I'm on a little project where I'm watching The Sopranos and then listening to the background songs, not the famous songs like they got like by Bo Diddley, I'm a Man. I don't want that kind of stuff because I got that kind of music already. I've downloaded. I like those songs. I love them, in fact. But there's a lot of just good background songs that are instrumentals and things like that make that show great. Well, I'm trying to find out what they are, download them, and create a playlist of the ultimate Sopranos kind of music and stuff like that. There's stuff like that. I don't know. I'm always on to something else, and that. So right now I'm literally watching the show with my laptop, so I can there's a website that has me play a sample, be like, that's the one. Then I download it, so I've got it. So
Nice.
yeah. So I don't know, just stuff like that.
Linda gets annoyed with me because I have that same I go to thing to thing.
Right? Yeah, jump
And
around.
so
Yeah,
she'll walk into my workshop and I have like 5 different projects laying all over the table, and she's like, what the hell are you doing?
right.
It's like everything. I'm doing everything.
Yes,
That's fine.
exactly.
I'll let you know when I'm done.
Yes, yeah. So there you go. There's some cool insight. I think I like the show. To me, if I'm a listener to this, I'm interested in hearing what gets people going. So, and I learned some stuff about you guys today. So I didn't necessarily know all the things. So
Justine's a painter. We had no idea.
yeah, Justine's a painter. Yeah, just think if this something of hers sells for $10 million.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
holy
not.
shit.
It's not that good.
Holy shit! Oh,
I
It
would
doesn't have to
like.
be good for that much money. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I would like to get into photography, like landscape photography.
uh-huh.
I don't want to ever have to deal with like people, but like I like going to like up north to like Lake Michigan and
Uh-huh.
wherever, and like taking pictures of like boats. And I have a few pictures that I've taken of like some of the lighthouses and stuff
Right.
like that. So I would like to get into that more too.
Yeah.
That could potentially sell for some money.
Okay.
Maybe if I
Maybe.
ever put it out there.
Yeah. So that's cool.
But my painting, no.
I saw, I never heard this before. Madonna was dating an artist who turned, when she was new, he didn't even have a hit song yet or anything like that. So she was dating this artist, and he was a painter. And then they broke up. And he said he had given her a bunch of paintings, and he's like, I want them all back. I want the paintings that I gave you back. So she did give them back, but she painted black over all of them, so they were just covered up.
Oh boy.
They were just covered up. And this guy has passed away, and his stuff, interest in his stuff has grown. The highest value that he sold, his estate has sold a painting for is $110 million. So you can imagine what Madonna basically just ruined in returning all those black. It's crazy to think about. $110 million for one painting, and who knows how many she had. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. So yeah, very
Our ex is fun.
yes.
Boy.
So there you go. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to change it up. You can find me on astromech.net, and my handle there is Modster.
Astromech. Okay.
That's the website that that you go to if you want to learn how to build droids.
Okay. All right. The Modster. All right. Fair enough. Jeff. He's actually looking this up right now.
I'm just sticking with Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Right. He wants to know, can you create a female robot?
Just for you, Jeff. Just for you.
Answer is yes.
Justine, how about you?
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
Speaking of painting, just for a second, I got to say, your parents, they always want, do you want all my stuff? And I really don't want anything. But my grandma, late in her life, she died at like 83 or something like that. Late in her life, I don't know, so maybe she was 80 when she did this. She took like a painting class. They came down to the senior center. And that would be one of the few things that I would actually want. If my mom was like, because she's always, what do you want? All that, there's no value to it. It's not even, no one would, from an art perspective, be like, that's unbelievable. That's $110 million painting. That's what I want though. That would be an example of something. That
my mom did a similar thing and she passed away, and I grabbed one of her paintings, and it was like a Bob Ross class that she took. Right? I mean, to your point, it's not going to win any awards. Right. But and before she passed away, she was like, I just want to throw these away. I'm like, do not throw those away. Right. It's like, so yeah, I totally get it. I totally agree with you too.
My grandma, when she was in the nursing home before she passed, they had like art class that was just, or like, not really art class, but like a craft class where it was just like a little kind of like, I don't know, like a paperish bag. And they gave them like puffy letters to like write something on there. And she made one for me with my name on it. And I'm like, I'm obviously never going to do anything with it other than the fact that my grandma made it for me. It was just like, she had dementia. So the fact that out of everybody in her life thought of me, she has 8 grandchildren total and 3 kids. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's worth nothing, but you wouldn't take $100,000 for it. I mean, you know, it's just crazy. So, yeah. For me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. I've got a website of abvnetwork.com for the network where we put all of our content out there. Always worth checking that one out, particularly if you want to find some old shows. And, of course, be sure to check out abvbarrelshop.com where we have all the information about the ABV Barrel Shop, including what's in inventory, what classes are coming up, how to sign up for classes and stuff like that. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we're going to have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.